Hello, and welcome to Rainbow Hospice Care's annual memorial service. My name is Hillary Furnish, and along with my colleague Laura Wessels, we are the bereavement counselors here at Rainbow, and we are so grateful to you for joining us today as we gather to honor the memory of your loved ones. This year's theme, These Stones Will Be an Enduring Memorial, reflects the lasting impact your loved one has made on your life. This time of memorial seems all the more important after a year of unparalleled loss. The continued toll of the COVID-19 pandemic weighs on all of us and has taken much. One significant loss for many is the ability to memorialize their loved ones in a manner that truly honors their life and values. There are those of you joining us today who have not been able to have a funeral, and that hurts. You may have spent much of this past year grieving in isolation without the support you desire for your grief. Things as simple as the comforting hugs of family and friends have been withheld from you because of the pandemic, and it has been unbearable. Today, know that we see you, we acknowledge your grief, and we stand with you in honor and memory of your cherished loved one. The poet and philosopher Khalil Gibran made the following statement: "When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth, you are weeping for what has brought you delight." We gather with this understanding that you are grieving for those who have brought you delight. Their impact on your life and the memories they have left forever have changed you. Today, we will take time to remember and reflect on the person they were. In a little while, we will participate with Laura in a ritual of remembrance. Please have a stone and a permanent marker ready if you would like to join us. You may be thinking of your loved one and how they challenged you to be your best self, how they filled your days with humor, or the silent way they cared for others. The caring father, hardworking mother, loving brother, or generous daughter they were. The legacy they have left impacted the world like a stone skipped on a pond that ripples outward. The stone will sink out of sight, but the waves will continue to stretch outward until they reach the shore. Those waves of memory often become waves of grief when our loved one dies. We may desperately want to cling to the experiences we had with them, all the while we feel torn apart by the reality we will never have them again. The wake of their life has left us with delight and sorrow, and we alone are left to honor them and the grief we carry in their absence. When we honor someone, we name them and ask them to be noticed by others. Honoring grief is about acknowledging your loss and naming it for what it is. It's about bringing the truth of it out of the shadows and into the light. Looking at it, acknowledging its complexity, and feeling the weight of it. No one can honor your grief but you. Only you know how it feels to lose your person and the layers of emotions that come with that loss. Only you know what it is to feel the space they left in your life, to stare at the emptiness and long for it to be filled by them again. Grief is honored in naming and acknowledging your loss. Grief is honored through remembering and connecting with objects like photos or clothes. Grief is honored through talking to your loved one and writing them letters. Grief is honored through rituals that mean something to you.
As we prepare to remember, please be aware that this memorial ritual accommodates all of the memories and all of the feelings you have about your loved one, including those that are more difficult. Many of our memories are good and rich, but we also have memories that leave us feeling sad or guilty or angry. Please welcome the feelings that you have wherever they land. Our memorial ritual today is a stone ritual. And as Hillary already prompted you to have a stone and a permanent marker close by, we're going to invite you to participate virtually in this memorial. In the Jewish religion, they have a custom of leaving rocks or pebbles or small stones at the graveside of their loved one. No one's really sure how this custom started, but it might have something to do with the fact that plants and flowers fade or wilt. But a stone stands the test of time. A stone stands the test of time. a stone remains, just as the memory of your loved one remains. I encountered a proverb recently that stated, "A person dies once when the last breath leaves their body. A person dies a second time when the last person says their name." We're not able to control that first death, but we can prevent the second death. And that's what we're here for today. This is our goal today, to continue to remember and honor your loved one, to claim that you're going to carry their memory with you into the rest of your lives. What word or phrase would capture who your loved one was? As you consider that question, I'm going to read a poem for you titled "The Word" by Ella Wheeler Wilcox on the value of our words. The word. Oh, a word is a gem, or a stone, or a song, or a flame, or a two-edged sword, or a rose in bloom, or a sweet perfume, or a drop of gall is a word. You may choose your word like a connoisseur and polish it up with art. But the word that sways and stirs and stays is the word that comes from the heart. You may work on your word for 1,000 weeks, but it will not glow like one that all unsought leaps forth white hot when the fountains of feeling run. What word leaps forth from your heart? Maybe it's peace. Or maybe your person was a risk taker. Or a truth teller. Were they loyal? Passionate? Was your loved one accepting? Full of joy? Someone who always claimed family first? Or full of compassion? Whatever that word is, write it down right now on your stone. In a few seconds, Hillary and I are going to place these memorial stones in a stack. When we do that, I want to invite you to take your stone, either hold it in your hand or place it in a space in your room that's meaningful to you. And then, as you're looking at the stone or holding the stone, say the name of the trait out loud, or to say the name of your loved one out loud. You have created a memorial stone that honors and remembers your loved one. Yet this memorial stone is also for you. How can you live out this trait or characteristic that you loved so much? How can you live that out in your own life in memory of your person? A bereaved husband once told me, I don't want to forget her. I want her with me, my wife, for the rest of my life. How can I do that? He said, I think I can do that by being more like her. I want to be compassionate like she was compassionate. I want to be kind the way she was kind. And as I'm more like her, he said, I honor her and keep her memory fresh. This is a beautiful way to make meaning of your loved one's life. As we conclude this memorial service, hear these words of blessing.
Because your loved one is a part of you, your loved one goes with you
On the rest of your life's journey.
wherever you go. May your loved one go with you. When other people see you, may they also see your loved one who's still a part of you. And may your life be a living memorial of the one that you will always love.